The Outlander is finally over, and Season 4 follows Diana Gabaldon's 4th book, Drums of Autumn. This episode begins with a brutal death and ends with a brutal death. Thankfully, the middle bits are a little more blood-free. Jamie and Claire are starting out in Charleston. However, as someone who lives in the Carolinas, I'm here to tell you, that ain't Charleston. After their friend's somewhat graphic hanging, the group goes to a bar to discuss giving him a Christian burial and breaks into song. It feels really long, honestly. Can you imagine just singing out loud in a bar without a karaoke machine? What if you forget the words? Anyway, after they sing a Gaelic song, they go to bury their Scottish friend who was hung that morning in a Christian cemetery. Then Ian has some PTSD from his time with Galis. Jamie gets him to open up since he has had his share of abuse, and he told him about how he slept with her and it was very confusing. Ian seems to feel better, but that's the end of good things because a man, Stephen Bonnet, who Jamie was kind to in the prison, has snuck into their wagon and now wants their help. Jamie and Claire give it, of course, and will eventually rue the day. But before they can do anything else, they can't make it back to their hotel. They have to spend the night in the woods. You know what happens next. Then they're off to sell their ruby, which thanks to Claire displaying the jewel on her décolletage, it sells for big bucks. And while they offered a jewel for sale, Jamie is offered a piece of land if he'll swear his loyalty to the crown. This is me, Carrie from the future. Don't do that. Now they have tons of money and Jamie wants to go back to Scotland, but Claire convinces him to stay. And he does so because he wants to stay and help the land that Brianna will be born on. And when they tell their friends and family that they're going to just stay on in America, they all want to stay too. Fergus and Marsali stay behind because she's going to have a baby, and Ian and Jamie and Claire hop on a riverboat to go to Aunt Jocasta's house. That's Jamie's aunt that just happens to live in America. Everything is great. Jamie gave Claire a present of a medical kit, and she tells him she is just happy to have her special ring. Oh really? You were happy? Too bad you don't know you're on Outlander, because that's not gonna last. And thus begins the scene I just can't handle. Stephen Bonnet comes back to take all their stuff. Okay, fine, he told him he was a bad guy, so they should have seen this coming. But then the director decided to play arguably the most loved rendition of America the Beautiful, performed by Ray Charles, over a brutal killing scene. I wanted to scream, and I also muted the song. Listen, I understand that creatives are going to create. I get that. I'm making this video right now. But I just couldn't understand this choice. Just because you title an episode America the Beautiful doesn't mean you have to use the song to prove to everybody it's America. We get it. For the most part, this episode was okay. It was interesting to hear Claire explain the American dream to Jamie. And kind of ironic since this Irish actress and Scottish actor are currently living it. America the Beautiful, indeed.